Wait, did I show my letter? I mean, show my address? Yeah, I think it did. Oh.
We go back to your house. You check the chart.
And for context, I don't get letters. This ain't my favorite snack ever. This is just me, but when I'm in my house alone. Oh my god, I like to eat and watch TV. It's a treat. My house is never empty, so every time it is, I just get really excited. But I want to eat lentils, so oh my god, there's almond butter everywhere. Is that any almond butter on my face, guys? Can you let me know? I'm struggling to open this goddamn letter. They need to make letter opening easier. Guys, don't click startups. And no, don't suggest a letter opener. But I'm gonna go okay back. Oh, private counsel. Voting matter, don't use it. Yay, guys! I'm registered. Yes. I need to learn how to be okay, to not have someone to talk to. Which, well, I'm defeating. I'm actually not defeating this. This is a good way to cope with that. I say cope as if I like have terminal cancer, but it's a good way to like cope with this. Is I don't know, recording and talking to you guys. Because I really love to have company right now and just chitter chatter away. Even if like I have nothing to say. Hey, one thing about me, I do the impossible. I find something to say when there's nothing to say. I don't know if you're really close to my hand. I mean, face. I don't have any. I can literally send a voice message to my cousin who I haven't talked to for like a few months now, but we love each other. Don't worry. And I was like, Queen, I'm so bored, and I'm like walking. I'm on my way home. Also, pet peeve of mine. But I like so much to talk about. Guys, I'm in my follicular phase, so piss off. Yes, my energy levels are high, and that will be represented in my personality right now. Okay? Don't dismiss my hormones. But as I was saying, one thing I actually hate, which Spotify needs to get a hang of. I don't know how, I don't know what, I don't know when. But when I place my phone down, and if I don't get off the Spotify app, it will continue my podcast. And this is horrible when I'm after school. Like, I have a lesson, so I pause the podcast, put it in my bag, put my phone in my bag, and then somehow it presses play again. Like, oh my god. And then I go next to my phone. One, my batteries are like 10, but that's my battery life is dog shit. But two, I'm like, I've listened to 4 podcasts all of a sudden. Literally, I'm so pissed off. I'm actually so pissed off because not only I don't remember where I left off the other podcast, I just listened to a random bunch of podcasts which I would have listened on my way. But it's not that big of a deal because I can just like the ones that I listen to, which I haven't started yet, I can just listen from the beginning because I know that. But also, the podcasts that I haven't listened to, and I listen to so many podcasts, but the podcast episodes I haven't listened to, they come up front to say, okay, listen to this, but then they don't want to come up front, so I can by accidentally not listen to that. And like, try being an influencer for a day, but like, I wanted to listen to those. So now I didn't know I missed that intelligence podcast. But I have an Intelligence by the Economist, guys. I quite like it. Yeah, it's quite good. You get a lot of breadth. Let me just say that. Okay, I decided that my favorite podcast, and honestly, this one will be very highly biased because I found out that it's one podcast which I absolutely love, and I'll put it at number 1. Honestly, yeah, well, not me switching off on my day ones. The best one yet. It's literally called the best one yet. And honestly, it is. It's such a good podcast. Okay, it's so good because I'm laughing. It's informative. It's so interesting. It's captivating, and it's so clear. And it's most of the time it's extremely complex business model and analysis, and they do it so clearly. But it's so interesting if you're interested in business of any sort or like economics. I really like it. I'm just literally obsessed with it. I literally went on the whole rant to my friends about one of the stories they were talking about, which I actually want to talk about this to you guys, the rise of psychedelics. Will it actually happen or not? But next one, I would say UK Politics Weekly does have a sweet spot. I do have a sweet spot for it because I just really like the hosts. Pippa, Kieran, and what's the other guy? Bless him, he's the leader. John? I don't know, some white name. Like that one, the Wall Street Journal. What is it called? The Journal by the Wall Street Journal. That one's really, really good as well because they fix on one thing and explain it. I have an appointment at 2:30 and I'm still on the bus because there's train strikes. And I recently, yesterday, there was a spike in the shoe market. There was a spike in shoe on the stock market. I was thinking, it's spike, it's like increase. And some may say why. Well, here's the thing. We started with Joe Rogan, who used to be a hero of Trump. I've been more critical about him. Have fun. Start over. So, to get around the point from Joe Rogan, because Joe Rogan is a very influential guy, especially in the modern day. Legalize psychedelics for testing therapy. Why aren't psychedelics legalized for medicinal use? Well, why would it even be used for medication in the first place? Let's run this now. Psychedelics is actually very beneficial for mental illnesses and mental problems such as anxiety, depression, PTSD, and a lot of cases with people who have terminal illnesses, which means that they have the people because they know it's like a second time bomb until they may die. However, if there's been evidence that use of psilocybin, LSD, MDMA, has shown positive results when given to people who. But theories, hypotheses, often related to how it regulates the limbic system and how that affects how people feel. And instead of mind altering, it's more of a process to connect your conscious and your unconscious. Anyway, but it's despite these wonderful results, studies, why is it still not legalized? Well, you have to think about it. When was it made illegal in the first place? It was made illegal during the war on drugs, shocker, in the 1970s by Nixon in the US. I'm talking about the US here. I don't know about specific facts for the UK, because a lot of the studies, well, actually a lot of the studies were from Switzerland, but also a lot of the studies and was from the US, and once it was illegalized illegally by the US, that would bring a halt to some psychedelic experiments studies worldwide. So in the early 20th century, going into mid-20th century, people were finding more about psychedelics, and then there was this craze recreational use of psychedelics in the 60s and 70s. So when that was made illegal, also every so once it became illegal, scientists and therapists did not have permission to continue their studies around psychedelics. Thank you. This meant it halted all prospects to actually find out a concrete, appropriate use for psychedelics in the medical industry. Now, what do you think? You would think, okay, it's been a hot minute, Nixon's long gone, so why is this still the case? Is there even a place for psychedelics in the market, health market? And I would say, purely economically, no, there is no place for psychedelics in the health market, because everything about psychedelics shows it does not bring profit. It does not bring long-term profit that big pharma can exploit. Big pharma can make someone addicted in. Because the thing is, psychedelics are not addictive. They are not an addictive substance. Therefore, unlike opioids, when big pharma prescribes opioids, for example morphine, they can get you in a chokehold, and they know they're going to get your income regularly so you can get that opioid prescription to stop that pain. With psychedelics, they don't know that, because you're not going to be dependent on psychedelics, you're not going to be addicted to it. Therefore, where is the profit incentive there? That's my mum. This and then this one, which is there's still a memory of when I was making this cafe. I used to go like often when I was at school. Now they closed down. Well, we have new people working at the cafe. It's no longer the couple that I'm used to. Anyway, and one of the women gave me a pound of chocolate one day. Like it was like 9 in the morning, and I was like, wow. So, like, just in case you don't have breakfast. That is so sweet. That is actually so sweet. So yeah, that did actually affect me. It did make me cry. Why is it going to be negative? I can't have it to be negative. That doesn't make sense. But it was like kind of crazy. Let me see. Where's BC? BC says. Okay. 84 plus 9 plus 1 equals 14. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to go music on 9 plus 36 plus 16. 9 plus 9 plus 36. Yeah, I'm gonna figure that out. It's so peculiar because, okay, first of all, I found another cafe that I'm so gonna visit. Second of all, so in the second cafe, guess how long I was in it? Let me actually do the maths. I think I got there at 3. Okay, I wasn't there for that long. I don't know. Okay, I just left now. Anyways, I was there for a hot minute, or what felt like a hot minute. But I got a lot of work out, so I'm very happy. And you know what? That matcha was absolute dog shit. I'm not gonna lie, it was so bad. It was so bad. So here's the thing: the matcha separated. I don't know why. So the milk was in the top or whatever, and green stuff in the bottom. Honestly, let me just put it as that. Because I saw how she made it, and I was very confused how she made it. However, I drank milk. But I had such a splendid time. The sun was shining. I was like near the window, and I saw I was outside, and it was just so beautiful. And the sun was like raising my arm, and I was just doing my math, past paper, and the questions. I felt pretty confident, apart from 2 of the questions, which I was like confused on. But life was good. Life was good. Now, whereas the other matcha place, or the other place I went initially, the matcha was, yeah, for sure, better. It was better, but I just didn't feel comfortable. That's the thing. I was here. Ooh. So which proves that energy is everything. Okay, anyhow, it has a really nice coffee shop. But also, I had to put a lock on my wallet. Because, guys, you want to guess how much? Oh yeah, the matcha in the same place was insanely expensive. And first of all, it was small. Second of all, as I said, it was dog shit. And it was insanely expensive for a matcha in the middle of nowhere. I've already said this, I already powered on through this. If you're in the middle of nowhere, all the time, if you're not in central London, I don't see why your matcha is more than £5. I very much know rent is not that expensive. Okay? Rent is not that expensive here. I get people in central London having their matchas an obscene price tag because rent is expensive there. But we're literally in South West London. Oh my god, the park is so busy. That is so beautiful. And I bet it was way busier before. It's getting a bit chillier. I'm not gonna film because there's so many cars. Guys, I'm improving in my economics. Okay, do you see how I crashed out economics a few videos ago? I'm improving. He said, yeah, this is good. Therefore, I'm gonna treat myself to a matcha. And even when something goes bad, I still treat myself to a matcha. Because you know what, I decided that I'm not getting any interest in the money on my bank account if it's not on my savings account. So really and truly, I'm losing money. So really and truly, I have to spend it now. Even Adam Smith would have loved me. Rachel Reed wants to be me. Anyways, the sun's out. I have to take the opportunity to go out and my train is here. Guys, I don't have social anxiety when I'm in the news spot because I literally, this is not my ends. I only get like kind of social anxiety when I'm in funny because it's my ends. Anyway, so I went to a new market spot. I tried to get a few clips, but I always get scared to get me after talking about how I don't have social anxiety and I'm literally describing getting scared in public. Anyway. Yeah, I was scared to get clips of like the matcha spot because I hate getting clips of like people making matcha. There's one, I feel like an obnoxious influencer. 2, I don't know if they want to be filmed, and I just don't like filming people without their consent. Shocker, I care about consent. Anyways, so let's try this. The color's not that bad. I've seen better. I feel like after trying that one spot in Dubai, I'm so good. I'm like, I've seen better, I guess. I'm gonna try, guys. I'm sorry for talking a lot. So here's the thing. He used a milk that I didn't like. He had the Alpro. What is it? The Alpro coconut milk. I only like the Red Health coconut milk, and they had Red Health soy milk. And I would have so opted for the Red Health over Alpro any day. Alpro sucks, bro. I hate Alpro milk. But it's okay. The last thing, I just didn't want to ask him to change it because he already like typed up the order and everything. He didn't even start making it. I'm gonna change it, but yeah. That being said, because it's Alpro coconut milk, it's so insanely strong because I don't really like it. It's like, can I just ask for sugar? I didn't say my bus. So I can't really taste much. But yeah, you know, it's really hot and it's ice, so you know what, I feel good nonetheless. Can we just talk about that? I finished in 30 minutes. Is that bad? You know what? It was good. Okay. Maybe it's because I was thirsty, but it was good. Okay, pick that up. Anyway, so can we talk about how the Central Line is being villainized by the whole of London? The Central Line is one of the fastest lines. Let me tell you now, if where you have to go has a Central Line, or where you're going from has a Central Line, take the Central Line. take it. If you want to go past this line, I feel like also the Northern Line is quite fast, but I don't like the Northern Line. Central Line, at least I have some nostalgic ties to it. Northern Line, actually, if anything, I have some traumatic ties to it. So when I had to go, the club, I kid you not, like 2 minutes away from the cafe, it had the Central Line. My phone, which I need to stop trusting it like blindly, because it did this to me the other day. Nah, bro. It did this to me the other day with my mum, and my mum's like, we could have taken the Central Line. And I'm like, I know, I'm sorry, I just listened to my phone obliviously. And guys, don't listen to me, be skeptical. First of all, let me get that new guy. What's his name? I don't remember his name. The guy that replaced Tim. I was going to say Tim Walsh. I am literally mixing up financial I'm mixing up big people left, right, center. Tim Cook in Apple. What is his name? God, I forgot his name. Anyways, you're gonna hate me because first of all, Apple Maps, worst thing ever. It doesn't even tell you the correct route. One, it tells you one of the longest routes and such an ineffective route. Okay, I think I need to invest in City Map because one guy was wrong about a lot of things, but I hear he was correct about City Map. I hear he was correct about that. Anyway, so I need to invest in City Map. But yeah, it told me to literally take the District 9, which, one, I love the District 9. I'm on it now. But bless its heart, it's so slow. It's insanely slow. But I'll take it nonetheless, because I literally, my closest station is East London Station, and that's the District 9. Nonetheless. And so I try to avoid taking the District 9 when it's for a long time, because it's going to be slow. And then, not even that, I had to change into Edgware Road and get the Hammersmith City line. Who takes the Hammersmith City line? Anyways, the thing is, I didn't doubt it. And I did that exactly. And then it took me, an hour to get there. Okay, maybe 50 minutes. And let me tell you, it literally took me 20 minutes to go from the bank to Notting Hill Gate. That's actually perfect. And it was going to take me another, 20 minutes because bless its heart. I want to live up there. Except the noises of the train will be annoying. But that terrace looks beautiful. So, I used to go to school here, primary school, at Notting Hill Gate. So this used to be the train stop I used to get off at. And every time when I used to get the train with my mum after school, I would look at that terrace and I would think, gosh, I'm so envious of whoever lived there. It's such a pretty terrace. But again, the noises, I bet, is so annoying because if I hear trains going back and forth all the time, I would really go crazy. So honestly, props to them. I bet they're so happy with that train strike. The strike's off, guys. As you can tell. You really tell because actually I'm waiting 7 minutes for this train. But that's the only dumb thing about changing. It's only changing in Notting Hill Gate and any stop after between Edgware Road and Earls Court. When you change over there, the train to Wimbledon takes an insane long time. It takes 7 minutes, 8 minutes, up to 10 minutes. And I'm used to 2 minutes, 3 minutes. That's because there are so little trains coming from Earls Court, proportionally, because there's so little pathways. Anyway, many people should listen to this, people who are going to London. I'm actually very interested in the underground system. I don't know why. I know I've always been, but now that I'm seeing this, I understand how this is not a new thing, because I used to get so fascinated by the underground when I was younger. It's because my only form of entertainment when I'm on the train or on the bus was the map that I gave with all the train lines. I don't know, I would just memorize all the routes. I don't memorize the routes, but see which routes quicker for different places we want to go. And I was like, okay, we're going to go here. And I'm like, give me the map, I want to see which route, I want to see which route to take. The days before social media. Now I'm mindlessly scrolling, which I'm not actually, that's a lie. I don't scroll on public transport. I try not to. I try to read an article or listen to a podcast or listen to music. Right now, that's my choice. Right now I'm listening to a podcast, which I'm actually going to go back to. But I actually wanted to talk about the podcast I'm listening to and something else right now. And then I just talked about the Central Line and the Underground. So I'm going to talk about it later. Guys, I'm looking at my purse. I'm going to look down my mum. And tell me why I'm going to be late. I have 5 minutes to start free. I'm feeling okay. I'm eating kimchi. Why am I late? Because I want to stay at M&S cookies for my friend to congratulate her. I've been missing her after A-level, which she finished today. And then I saw that none of them were fresh. I decided I want to come back later. And then I got distracted because I saw Edmame. And by the Edmame I saw kimchi. And I didn't eat. So I was like, let me get some kimchi for myself. I got some kimchi for myself. I'm not in trouble. Guys, I was not late. Literally, I took a picture. I literally logged in at, because you had to sign in, whatever, at 2:59. My appointment was at 3 o'clock. Guys, that is so good. And sat down. I literally barely put my, I sat down, and then it was my time. You know what? I feel so impressive when I do that. When I come for something just in time. I don't know. I just love not waiting around. Oh my god, it's so cool, guys. It's so good. Like even if I was a minute later, I would have still went in. This is literally my train of thought. My mum was actually like crumbled at the thought of me coming in at 2:59 when my appointment was at 3. She lies to me and tells me it's like 30 minutes earlier usually. So I'm like, oh, we have so much time. I bought my friend her cookies. I don't know if I explained it well, but she finished her first A level ever. I'm gonna make banana bread today. Keep in mind, I have 2 minutes for tomorrow. I've set it in my mind. I'm gonna make banana bread. I just need my friend to goddamn respond to my messages so I can give her goddamn cookies. They are not fresh, and I was trying to smell. Oh my god, they were fresh ones coming out. I'm so annoying. I touched all of them, squeezed all of them to see if one of the soft is. Okay? Yeah, I'm sorry. Hope's getting her premium cookies. Anyway, and I obviously looked and I was like, okay, so which one are getting cooked? Well, I don't know if she was on this because she was actually having a stomachache today. She had a horrendous stomachache. Anyways, hi, it's us, it's your freaking people. I'm gone. I want to listen to music. Okay, guys, can we talk about this? How are we feeling about artists announcing tours before the actual album is out? Because isn't the point of a tour? Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm so trying to get tickets to whatever we're going to do tour. But isn't tour supposed to be where people can like you're going to play the album and people, if they like the album, they're going to listen to the album. But the album is not out yet. I think that's what I did. I think that's what I did with Maud. I got her tour without having like known the full album. Good thing I liked most of the album. Bad thing I don't like the pit. But I'm never gonna let that go, clearly. I'm so sorry. But I want to blame it fully to that guy who was on my right. He was actually the devil's son incarnated. Like, he actually made my night so bad, and I hope he knows that. Yeah. But I can forgive him. Okay. Because he just wanted to have a good time, and he just didn't really have much spatial awareness. Even though there was literally 17-year-old girl next to him that's literally crying tears. Anyway, so yeah, I'm kind of confused because like. But I feel like it's the fact that the artist knows that they have such loyal supporters that no matter like absolutely how the album is, there's still going to be such a high turnout because people just want to be there. Guys, my friend said to me, 20 minutes left. No. She had an hour and 20 minutes left. I forgot what she said, but I'm so scared that she's starting me up. Because I'm so unemployed and literally have my A-level in less than 2 weeks. And here I am, gallivanting. Waiting for her to come out. Oh, where are you? And damn well she's getting those extra 30 minutes and not just got home and forgot to text me. Because if she did, I can't mark my words, I would be so pissed. Oh. Why did we not calculate the time correctly? It's 10 to 5. No, 10 to 4. Sorry. I actually got shocked when I said 10 to 5. I was like, I don't think so. 10 to 4. I listened to like drop dead on repeat TV and mood. Literally just no glasses. Me because I just want to do a nice thing and I'm actually this previous person.
Do I even have flour? Okay. I have whole meal wheat flour. Perfect for making bread. Can I make banana bread with it though?
No, actually, on the topic of bananas, one of my favorite snacks of all time when I was like younger was mashed bananas with crushed biscuits. And you mash that all together.
And here's the thing, it has to be
Heinz. Look at that, you.
baby meat.
I think it was the baby biscuits. I don't know if it was Heinz, but it was like the baby biscuits. You had to go in the baby every time I would begin. So I would go straight to the baby section. Like, keep in mind, I am very much like of age. I was like, I don't know, 7. 7's my default age. I actually don't know. Like, I actually don't know anything past. I actually don't know much about my childhood. But I do. I have memory of when that was. It could have very much been like toddler to like anything else. I feel like the last thing. Even like when I think about 9, I think of myself as like I was older than I really was. Like in my head, I know I was like 13. I don't know. Even though it's like all merged. Me talking about the music. Obviously never. Okay, I think I cut up everything. I don't know how much I could. Okay, it's quite tough. Let me get it. It's really tough. too much honey. I think it is. I think I'm gonna put that in the bin. Low key. Bye. The call with the girl that goes to the same uni as me. And it's going to the same uni that I will be going to. And she literally sent me a whole email summarizing everything. And I kid you not, this is like page with links and everything. Oh bless her, oh bless her. She was the sweetest little munchkin ever. Claiming this energy for more people like her to come my way, claiming this energy and claiming it for you too. You deserve it.